Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision. Well, there is no denying this man's striking credentials. Prevailing wisdom is he's going to try to keep this fight standing tonight.
He has to. You know, this is what got him to the show. It was being able to use the hands to set up the kicks. We all talk about the high-level boxing background of this young man. But as he's developed great knees.
Yeah.
He's developed great timing, great counter skills, and also the beautiful right high kick. The right high kick is something he hides very well as he follows with a jab, right hand, left hook. High kick comes over the top, and he can put you to sleep.
No doubt about it. He will try to put on a striking clinic once again here tonight. Well, this fighter has read the Marquess of Queensberry rules cover to cover. Truly one of the best boxers we have in the UFC today, and he works everything off of that jab.
Oh, yeah, the jab is what got him to the show. He is just a phenomenal boxer, and John, I love you throwing out the Queensberry rules in the walkout for this man because he signifies everything that is boxing. He's a guy that loves the sport. He wanted to take boxing on his back and bring it to mixed martial arts and show that it is as an effective form of combat as anything else. He said, I'll walk away from an Olympic opportunity to take my sport into the octagon and show that we are the best fighters in the world. And he's done that to this point in the UFC.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. The American is 21. The Brit is 40. He is the 6-inch taller party. He will have a 7-inch reach advantage. And now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of London, England, the Giant. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 242 pounds. Fighting out of New York, Iron.
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves. Let's make it official.
Ready. Ready to fight.
All right, so here we are, the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. It's crazy to think that not all that long ago, mixed martial arts was not regulated in New York. When that legislation came down, the UFC came strong, and we've been omnipresent ever since.
John, we kicked the door in.
Yes.
If you're gonna say you're welcome in MSG, the UFC is coming. And every time we have gone there, we have brought phenomenal fight cards and some of the biggest moments in UFC history.
Now, if the Knicks could just get that.
Knicks will never get their act together. Not with Davis.
Oh, looking to land the leg kick. That one checked. Well, he's got the longer reach, and he certainly showed it there in landing that straight punch. Single collar tie now. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Oh, collar tie.
Control the pace. Be firm. Look at him whip his hip into that kick. Again, back into this position.
Both guys throwing potential fight enders here in the early going. Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active.
Massive knee to the body land.
Oh, nice slip to avoid that right hand. Whiffs on that offering. And now he's got that tie clinch. We'll see what he can do with it. Landed that left hook. Oh, and he connects there. Pretty nice punch there.
Great job finding the range to land those punches.
And they separate.
Ooh, head kick lands. Hurt.
Ooh, blocks the shot. Oh, a little single collar tie there. Muay Thai swap.
That was a thud leg kick.
Combination lands for him. It was hard to see a miss in that sequence. He's put it all together.
I mean, everything is just flowing. He's like in a zone. It's like the basketball who becomes twice its size. This guy today is looking at focus mitts in his opponent.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You gotta like what you're seeing thus far.
I mean, the speed at which he throws is crazy.
Back and forth we go here.
Nice kick.
Got the single collar tie. Oh, beautiful knee to the body by him there. Again, we talked off the top about his size advantage, and he put it to good use there.
Nice body kick. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Big right hook coming, it's blocked.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Nice jab, follows it up with a nice right hand. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Well, he's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Nice job there to find a home for that jab. Just out of range with that right hook.
Nice leg kick lands. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this?
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Well, defense doesn't necessarily win championships in MMA, but he's doing a nice job blocking these shots.
Not allowing his opponent to get any damage off on him by blocking.
Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
So under 30 seconds to go in what has been a pretty entertaining and active first round. Final seconds of round one.
Straight punch lands. Big head kick lands.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
All right, here we go with our next round. Lot to be happy about in that previous round. He was attacking the head at will, and until his opponent adjusts, might as well go back to it.
There was no negative to him headhunting. Most times the coaches yell, don't headhunt, don't headhunt. I'm yelling head. Oh! He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Trying to stay in this fight. And he connects there with a punch, so pretty good striking display by him thus far.
He throws everything so straight and so accurate. That jab is fast. Look at that jab.
visibly limping here.
Big kick lands.
All right, so he's landed some good shots tonight, but this is not a combo meal, right? No three-piece, no soda. It's one and done more often than not.
John, don't you come to me without a combo. I want the whole platter. Give him the whole platter, young man. Put some punches together. Make this guy take the whole thing. Give him...
Oh, big knee!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
So holding on to him here, not doing a ton, perhaps just looking to recover.
Nice. Nice head kick.
Oh, nice connection with that punch. It's one thing to have an edge and reach. It's another to take advantage. Nicely done. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Big knee lands to the body.
Oh, he lands a hook there, DC. That was one of his more significant lands of the fight.
He can land that strike over and over again.
Continues to work out of that tie clinch.
Can't take many of those. You better check.
Oh, single collar tie here. Oh, big knee. Knee to the body. So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two. Just missed with the left there.
You don't know when that leg kick's coming.
Goes upstairs for an elbow. Able to check that kick as well.
Nice straight punch. Nice job of hiding that head kick. Nice kick. You can really limit the mobility of your opponent with those leg kicks.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
A little struggle here now for position in the clinch, and we see a lot of these situations in mixed martial arts where both fighters sort of end up getting comfortable here when there isn't a whole lot going on.
And the moment somebody gets comfortable, the moment that somebody decides to relax, the moment you'll see a takedown or somebody really speed out ahead of their opponent. You gotta be aware when you're chest to chest in this 50-50 position. Beautiful kick.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. All right, Muay Thai clinch. A lot of elbows and knees could be coming from here. We'll see how he chooses to attack.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous position, but an advantageous one for the offensive fighter. Watch for the defensive guy to try to break this immediately. That one snuck in. Nice strike.
Oh, lands with that elbow again. Right hand on point. Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Oh, he continues to land a high number of strikes in this round. Really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. Certainly have to be mindful that you don't gas out, but you gotta like the output on display here. Oh, and he lands a punch there. Good connection by him on that.
Great connect, so fast, so accurate. Watch the ability to land from anywhere.
All right, that's the end of round number two. All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Slips the punch. just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever.
He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows. Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh, big left hook there.
Big body kick.
Oh, straight right.
Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook.
Offensive fight. Nice job to block the shot there. All right, single collar tie now.
Beautiful strike. Liver kick.
Again, they clinch. Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are going to count.
I mean, that right hand landed square.
The left punch is true, now the right hand. Man, look at the redness starting to appear on the left side of his body. His opponent would be wise to continue to attack there. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Able to land the single ground strike there. We have just reached the midway point of the fight. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire.
When you're in a clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head.
Single collar tie now. Missed with that right hand. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
I mean, look at the commitment to kicking in this fight. Right under the elbow, the body kick lands.
Blocks the shot. Looks as though his leg is hurt here. You can even see him limping a little bit. That one appeared to stun him.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
So fighter a little bit stunned, holding on to him now, not doing a ton, just looking to recover. Whiffs on the elbow. Well, you got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right.
Comes in close, controls his opponent's posture, and lands these nasty.
Whoa!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. Big kick.
Oh, nice job working hard, posting, and getting back up. Big knee to the body. All right, 20 seconds to go in the round. Oh, collar tie. And they separate. Final seconds here. Oh, well done to block that powerful kick to the body.
Big punch lands through the middle.
Take a deep breath to look to finish this round. Put the pressure on this guy. Move forward behind head movement. Keep your jab nice and long.
All right, there's the end of the round. We'll show you some of the highlights. It must feel pretty damn good to knock a man down like that.
It feels good to knock a man down, and most times you don't even feel it. It's the ones that you don't even recognize that landed hard are the ones that usually put your opponent out. It landed right on the sweet spot, and he hurt his opponent very badly.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Looks like his leg is hurt here. You can even see him limping a little bit. Oh, and that is it. Referee has seen enough, and maybe so have we. Your winner by TKO.
That was a great performance. Way to land those strikes and go and chase down the finish when you get an opportunity.
So a big win for him here tonight, and an even bigger statement made by virtue of the TKO. All right, we go back inside the octagon to the veteran voice once more. He is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 15 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO.
Well, can you imagine what the celebration is like in his hometown right now after he gets the TKO win tonight? He said he wanted to leave the judges out of it. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. He left the judges out of it. The judges could have went to the concession stand because once he got his opponent hurt, he was not going to stop until he got that TKO.